Have you ever noticed that everyone seems to have an opinion about what a man should be? Scroll through social media and you'll find one answer. Turn on the news and you'll hear another. Listen to your friends and they'll tell you something different. Even podcasts, many of them claiming to help men, often begin by convincing young men that the world is against them, that relationships are battles to be won, and that success only belongs to those who become harder, colder, and angrier. The loudest voices aren't always the wisest voices. Today, I want you to imagine a conversation between a father and a son. Not a lecture, not an argument. Just a father speaking truth before the world has a chance to tell his son who he is. From Father to Son, Episode 1. Who are you?
A young man had recently discovered a popular podcast. Every morning he listened while driving to work. The host sounded confident, strong, certain. He spoke with conviction about women, success, respect, and power. Week after week, the young man noticed something changing. He became suspicious of people. He assumed the worst in others. Every disagreement became proof that people couldn't be trusted. Every relationship became a competition. Every setback became evidence that life was unfair. He wasn't becoming stronger, he was becoming harder. One evening his father noticed. "You've changed," he said. "I'm just seeing the world for what it really is," the son replied. The father sat quietly before asking one question. "Who taught you to see it that way?" The son shrugged. "I've been listening to some people online." His father nodded. "Son, every voice is trying to shape you into someone."
My son, before anyone tells you how to win in life, before someone tells you who to blame, before someone convinces you that everyone is against you, you need to know who you are. Because if you don't, someone else will gladly decide for you. The world has always been in the business of handing out identities. Some will tell you that your value comes from your income. Others will say it's your appearance. Some say it's your popularity. Others say your mistakes define you forever. Some voices tell men they should always be angry. Others tell them they should apologize simply for being men. Both are trying to hand you an identity. Neither gets to decide who you are.
Son, anger can feel powerful, but anger is a poor foundation for building a life. If someone has to keep you angry just to keep you listening, ask yourself who is really benefiting. A man who is constantly offended can be manipulated. A man who knows who he is cannot be easily controlled. Never let someone profit from your frustration. Your identity is too valuable to place in someone else's hands.
Know your character before you chase your career. Your integrity matters more than your image. Your values matter more than your followers. Your convictions matter more than public approval. Careers change, money comes and goes. People's opinions change with the wind. But character remains. When life becomes uncertain, your character becomes your compass. Identity is the anchor that keeps a man steady when life tries to move him. Every generation has voices competing for the minds of young men. Some speak wisdom, others speak fear. Some offer hope, others build audiences by feeding resentment. The question isn't whether someone is speaking. The question is whether you know yourself well enough to recognize truth when you hear it. Because a young man who doesn't know who he is will spend his life becoming whoever others want him to be. But a man who knows his character, a man who knows his values, a man who understands the kind of man he has chosen to become, he can hear every opinion without being carried away by every opinion. And that's the kind of man every father hopes his son will become. The world will spend your whole life trying to give you an identity. Don't accept one from people who have never taken responsibility for your future. Build your life on character, and you'll never have to borrow your worth from someone else's opinion.